Somebody's gotta say it. The real definitive thing is the video. America's global fuzzball Christian conservative, LH Music. This is the body buzzing TimeFactor video commentary thoughts.
We want to start right with just a quick update from Mike McCall. He is a congressman from Houston. He is also the chair of the Homeland Security Committee. And we thought we would get an update on what he knows and what is happening up in Boston. Hello, Congressman McCall.
Hey, good morning, Glenn. Thanks for having me.
You bet. Can you tell us what we know at this point?
Well, I mean, first, let me say my heart goes out to the families and victims. 8-year-old boy Martin, who was literally blown up in front of his mother, running to embrace his father. It's one of the most tragic things I've ever seen. In terms of the investigation, look, I said yesterday on Brett Baer's program right before the president spoke, it's an act of terrorism. It has all the hallmarks. It's a simultaneous bombing and a spectacular mass casualty event, which is what they always try to do. We do know that there was a Saudi individual who's a person of interest, that a search warrant was executed on his house in Revere, Massachusetts. I think the police is going to give a briefing at 9:30 on that. But it's always important in these types of cases. When I was a federal prosecutor for a while, not to jump to conclusions. I know they're running down every lead they can. There were surveillance cameras at the scene that I know they're looking at. The 2 bombs that have gone off, I know they're probably looking at those to reverse engineer and try to, tie back to who the perpetrator could be. At this point in time, we just don't know, who it is and whether it's a foreign or domestic act of terrorism, but it was clearly an act of terrorism.
Wow.
I have a hard time believing that because I lived in New York, and that's practically a police state the way it is rigged with cameras.
Right.
I have a really hard time that we are entering into day 2, and we have no images.
We have no images.
Well, they do, and they are looking at that. Trust me, the Joint Terrorism Task Force is, examining this stuff. I'm hopeful that we're going to get some answers soon. There was another report that a sort of dark-skinned individual with a backpack was spotted. So,
and when you say dark-skinned, appeared to, if I think I read this on the Blaze, appeared to be a foreign national.
Right. Okay.
Right.
Of course, a Saudi national is as well. And
what was the story on the truck that was delivering medical supplies? Have you heard anything on that?
No, I haven't heard anything on that one.
Okay.
No, I haven't.
I'm this nature abhors a vacuum, and the longer that our administration remains silent, when it came to Sandy Hook, we had an answer and we had a plan and everything within a couple of hours. And the longer that people remain silent, the more questionable everything becomes when we do come out with an answer, I think. And I pray for you, and I pray for everybody who has the incredibly tough job of trying to figure out what happened.
That's right. And, I've been in touch with, the federal, state, and local law enforcement on the ground there. Planning to go to Boston this weekend. But, they are doing everything they possibly can. I mean, obviously, they want to apprehend somebody as soon as possible. But,
we want to get the right person.
But it's got to be the right person. Yeah. And there's a lot of speculation out there. There's a lot of misinformation. And, I just, again, these IEDs have been something we've been concerned about coming into this country for quite some time. They've been used extensively in Iraq and Afghanistan. And now we're seeing 2 of them blowing up. And
they were also being used by the drug cartels just across our southern border as well. And, it gets closer and closer to us, and now it appears to be here. Congressman, thank you so much. And again, our prayers are with you, with everybody who is trying to figure this out, and keep up the good work.
Big one, I appreciate you saying.
You bet. Thank you. Bye-bye. Currently, the Saudi national is in the hospital.
Good luck. This is so horrific. Could be the act of terrorism. I'm gonna share this because I'm gonna say this to you before we say goodnight, and it won't take long. Trust me about that. Now, according to Fox News, that President Obama vows to those responsible for Boston explosion. Oh God. You might think it's so smart about President Obama said this yesterday that these officials didn't know who is the attack of the Boston Marathon, and but vowed those responsibility will beat the full weight of justice. Oh God, give me a break. Doesn't anyone else get civilized about the president? That's right, you, President Obama. You are being assured that this administration is mobilizing its full resources to help investigate and provide security. Huh? I don't buy that. But and that's what you just said. American people will say a prayer for Boston tonight. Oh, Mr. President, we already did said a prayer. And that's why you addressed it, the nation from the White House briefing room just hours from now, after this explosion is over with. But you forgot one thing, President Obama. You didn't use the word terror. What the officials, that's what the officials told Fox News, that the White House does believe that this was a terror attack. The senior administration says that Fox News said that when the multiple devices goes off, that's an act of terrorism, and whatever assistance is necessary. Don't you think it's gone too far? Don't you, everybody, it's gone too far? Huh? And while, in other words, that's why we still do not believe. You said, and that's what you just said, we still don't know who did this or why. Oh, that means everybody knows who is what. What is we? What is we has something to deal with it. What is we? Who is we? People shouldn't jump to conclusions before we have all the no. This is us conservatives and Republicans too. And you said, but make no mistake, we oh God, we this. Give me a break. We get to the bottom of this, and we find out who did this, and we hold them accountable. That is so wrong. So wrong. So what about Diane Einstein and Homeland Security Janet Napolitano were involved in this, and you was just briefing with it? And here's why. Because the explosion just ripped through the crowd at the finish line at the Boston Marathon, and still emergency authorities And that's why authorities says that three people are dead and 130 or 140 injured. And that's why the policeman says there's no suspect, there's no perpetrator. So the authorities that's guarding a person of interest at a local hospital. That's what I told Fox News. And this person, whose source is 20 years old, had several major burns, but authorities had not determined whether this person is a victim or suspected perpetrator, and that's why the Boston Police Commissioner says there's no suspect. Finally, finally, Eric Holder, oh god, says that full resources can be civilized, and Joe Biden says during a conference on gun violence, this is so pathetic. Mitt Romney, former governor of Massachusetts and 2012 Republican presidential nominee, tweeted on his Twitter account, says, "Our hearts are heavy with the news out of Boston today." So, keeping our prayers for that one. As for President Obama, what's this wee business? Give me, you, you involved this, not mine. So, why can't you just mind your own darn business, President Obama? So are you, Diane Einstein, Joe Biden, and all the rest of your stupid Democratic people everywhere. You know what? You want to know what's next? No question. So keep our touch our prayers, and that's why the act of terrorism goes a long way. An easy ways. So keep in touch our prayers for our Boston family and friends and and prayers for Los Angeles, my hometown Omaha, and all others. For Boston people out there, and you never know what's coming up. So keep in touch our prayers for Boston, Massachusetts, and that's it. Don't forget to Facebook me and follow me at facebook.com and twitter.com. You know my username, LHMusicTime. And of course, the one and only TimeFactor website, lhmusictimefactor.jimdo.com. And so is Facebook page at facebook.com/lhmusictime2012. I'll see you tomorrow. And I'm out the door. LH Music, America's Love Gospel Christian Conservative, signing off. Go God's blessings. See ya.